Hi, my name is Ellie and welcome to Sealpod channel. Over the years, we have collected a lot of feedback from customers using a reusable capsule. And in this video, I want to share with you 7 most frequently asked questions or problems they might encounter when they are using a reusable capsule for Nespresso original line machine. If this is a video that you are interested in, then keep watching. The first one is watery coffee. If you get an espresso, you want your coffee to be intense and creamy, right? Like the prepacked capsules, you will produce a very good cup of coffee. If you're using a reusable capsule and you're getting watery coffee, there are a few reasons you are getting watery coffee. The first one is that your grinding is not right. We recommend the grinding to be espresso to fine grinding. So if your grinding is too coarse, like this one, this is too coarse, then you will not build pressure inside because it's too loose. Then the water will just come out straight. The second reason is you're not feeling enough coffee. Maybe just put it inside and you're not tapping a little bit, build some tension inside. So make sure that you feel enough coffee as well. The third reason is that your coffee is not fresh. We recommend using coffee that is fresh. And if your coffee is roasted for a while and it's not fresh, then it will also influence the result when you are brewing your coffee and produce a more watery coffee. And the fourth reason is that maybe you are using a reusable capsule that uses a metal cover. It's like this. These are metal covers. Metal covers already have holes inside. When you fill them, you will not able to hold pressure inside because it already has holes. So the water will come just right out and it will produce less crema and a more watery coffee. The second common mistakes or problem that people are encountering is that the coffee is dripping. Instead of coming smoothly, it's dripping. So there are a few reasons that your coffee might be dripping. One is opposite to the first one. That is, the grinding level of the coffee is too fine. So if your coffee is too fine, if for example it's finer than espresso, and at the same time you are pressing the coffee too hard, and the coffee will be too condensed inside, and the water will not be able to push out of the capsule, then it will produce like that effect. It will be dripping. The second reason you might be having a dripping cup of coffee is your machine needs descaling. We made a video before of why you need to descale the machine, but in summary, you need to descale your machine. Otherwise, the build-up calcium inside the tubes will cause the machine to not function properly. It will not have the right pressure when the water is coming out. You might be wondering, but when I use prepacked capsule, it doesn't have this problem. Why, when I am using a reusable capsule, I have this problem? The main reason is because when you use a reusable capsule, you are packing it with coffee and pressing it. So it's actually packed. And if your machine is not in descale all the time, then the pressure will not be normal. The water flow will not be normal. And because if you see the prepacked capsules, it's loose inside. But the reusable capsule that you fill is going to be packed. Make sure that you descale your machine every 6 months or every 300 cups. Then you can make sure that the water pressure is normal, the temperature of the coffee is normal, and it will also extend the lifespan of your machine. The third problem that you might be encountering with using a reusable capsule is that the coffee that you are brewing is not as strong and intense as a prepacked capsule. There are 2 factors that will impact the result that you get when you are brewing with a reusable capsule. One is the amount of coffee that you fill. If you see, the reusable capsules are mainly stainless steel. And unlike this, the prepacked capsules, basically prepacked capsule will be longer because they will insert holes at the back. The reusable capsules are made shorter because they need to avoid the blades from piercing the reusable capsule. So it's going to be shorter. So the amount of coffee that you can fill inside will also be less. In the prepacked capsule, it fills about 5.2 to 5.8 grams of coffee. And with the reusable capsule, you can fill from 4 to 5 grams of coffee. So if you use all metal reusable capsule, it feels less because normally the cover has some thickness, and you feel maybe 4 to 4.5. And the ones that uses the sticker lids, you can feel about 4.5 to 5 grams of coffee. So the second factor that will impact the coffee that you get is flavor, the blends of the coffee. Normally the prepacked capsules, it will mix several blends of coffee. I don't know how many blends, but they will mix a lot of blends of coffee inside, and also have different types of roasting, because different type of roasting and blends will intensify the flavor and give it different aroma and make it more intense, and the body will be more cool. So to get a nice cup of coffee using a reusable capsule, we will recommend you to use your coffee medium to dark roast if you like it more intense and with fuller body. Second is you mix a few blends. Maybe find a medium roast coffee with a dark roast coffee, and you can mix it together and make it more intense and with flavor. Or maybe just you can also put some light roast, medium roast, dark roast. You can just blend it and it will really intensify your coffee and give it more crema. Third is make sure that the grinding level that you're using is correct. If it's too coarse, it will not produce very intense coffee. So make sure it's at least espresso or fine grinding. That way you'll produce very good coffee. And fourth is make sure that you use fresh roasted coffee. We recommend buying a smaller pack of coffee, maybe like this. This is smaller pack, so each time you fill, you can use it pretty fast. So if you get a bigger pack, you will be always opening it, and once it contacts with air, it will go unfresh very soon. And make sure that you don't put your coffee inside the fridge, otherwise it will just absorb all the unpleasant aromas from the fridge, and it will also not be good. So those are the two main factors. The coffee amount and the blends of the coffee will affect the result of the coffee that you get. But there's another factor that will also impact, and it's not related to coffee, but it's related to the reusable capsule that you choose. There's a reason why Nespresso uses the aluminum lids for their coffee, because it will produce greater crema. So if you use the coffee with the metal cover, it will produce less crema and it will not be so similar to the prepacked capsule. So the capsule might be a reason why your coffee is less intense than the prepacked capsule. So the fourth question that we normally get is it safe to keep reusing a reusable capsule? And yes, it's actually safe if your reusable capsule is stainless steel. There are also plastic reusable capsule that you can see in the market. And I don't recommend reheating the plastic capsules. So as long as your reusable capsule is stainless steel, is metal, I think it's very safe. The fifth question we get is, will the reusable capsule damage my machine? No, it will not damage your machine. But there are compatibility issues. So if you want to buy a reusable capsule, make sure that the reusable capsule that you are going to buy is compatible with your machine, because mostly the ones with metal cover, they are less compatible with some machines, so you will not be able to close the lever. Other than that, it will not damage your machine because the capsule is made shorter, so the machine will not touch the capsule and it will not damage your machine. You need to make sure before using a reusable capsule to always descale your machine. How often should you descale your machine? It depends on the hardness of your water. So if you see that the water temperature is not normal, the flow is not normal, just descale your machine first. Otherwise, you're going to work your machine too hard, and that might cause damage to your machine. The sixth most frequently asked question is which reusable capsule is more suitable for me? There are many types of reusable capsule for the Nespresso original line machine. There's plastic versus metal ones. There's the one with metal cover versus the one with sticker lids. Which one is more suitable for you? I made a video a while ago about the most popular reusable capsules now that is on sale on Amazon. If you want to see a more in-depth review of those capsules, I'll put a link in the description below. You have the quotes and comparison in that video. In summary, if you want to save on consumables and not have to purchase consumables, you can choose the ones with the metal covers. But the cons is that it will produce a less intense coffee because it already have holes inside. If you want to have a cup of more intense coffee with more crema and intensity, then you can choose the ones with the aluminum lids. But the cons is that you have to purchase the sticker lids, and it's a consumable. And if you want to be able to have more options with your reusable capsule, for example, to brew tea with your reusable capsule, then you can choose Sealpod paper filter lids. Paper filter lids are designed by Sealpod to use with the Sealpod reusable capsules. So instead of the aluminum, it will be a paper filter which is biodegradable. You can brew tea with that, and also you can brew coffee with that. It will filter away some of the crema because it's the paper filter. And if you want to have your capsule feel and ready for any caffeine crush that you have, or ready in the morning because you don't have time in the morning to be filling your capsule, then choose the ones that comes with the fresh cover like Sealpod. We invented this fresh cover because we don't want to fill our coffee capsule in the morning when we are in a rush. So the fresh cover allows you to keep the coffee fresh up to 7 days, so you can pre-fill when you're free and have it ready. The last point I'm going to share is people normally ask, is it complicated to use? Is it easy to fill or clean the reusable capsule? Yes, it's actually very easy. Of course, at the beginning, you'll have to try a few times to find the right pressure that you put. And as long as you find the right coffee grinding and the right coffee blend for you, it's actually very easy to fill. I'm going to show you how to fill our Sealpod capsule and how to place. So first, you just put a scoop of this spoon. This is a Sealpod scoop. Press with the bottom. Fill another half scoop. Also press again, and then clean the excess like this, and it's done. Then just place the sticker lid on top, and if you are not going to brew it immediately, then just place in the fresh cover. If you are using all metal reusable capsule, it's also very easy. Just fill, press, fill, and press. But make sure that when you are buying a reusable capsule, that it comes with this like scoop like this, that you are able to press with the bottom of the scoop. Otherwise, it will be very hard to press inside, maybe with your finger, or find something to tamp. And with the metal cover, make sure that you don't fill too much. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to cover, because this cover has some thickness, and like this. Okay, maybe I filled too much. I need to put, okay. So this one, you need to brew it immediately because it already has holes here and here. And if you don't brew immediately, your coffee will not be fresh. So this one, you have to brew it immediately. And to clean, it's also very simple. With Sealpod, you just, after brewing, this sticker lid you need to remove and throw it away. So just remove the sticker lids and clean the coffee. And just rinse this here with water. You don't need something else. Just rinse it with water and it'll be clean. And also the same for the metal cover. Just remove this and clean. The capsule itself will be easy to clean for the metal cover, but the complicated part for the metal cover is cleaning of this part, because from our experience, if your coffee is grinded too fine, then there will be some ground coffee stuck in the filters here, and you'll take more time to clean, and you'll need a brush or something to clean the excess coffee. And if you have an Nespresso original line, I would really recommend you to try out a reusable capsule, not because we produce it, but because it gives you more options and you can make the most out of your Nespresso machine, because it will allow you to fill your favorite coffee. You can test different types of coffee and see what result you get with your reusable capsule. You are going to save also some money because it's going to be more cost effective to your own coffee. Also, you'll be able to contribute to the planet by reducing the what's going to landfill, because according to statistics, there's actually less than 5% of recycling rate for the used pots. And personally, to be honest, I find it quite relaxing and therapeutic to fill my capsules in the morning or whenever I want to try coffee, because I love mixing different types of blends of coffee. I sometimes mix like dark roast with light roast, and I sometimes want to try different single origin coffee. It really brings so much joy to my life. I hope that this video was helpful, and let me know if you have any other concerns I did not mention in this video. Until next time, God bless you and see you soon. Bye.